Hi guys, I kind of want to talk to you guys and just share my experiences with this whole situation. My life's always been like a diary in a way, and I always like to share my life, my struggles, my successes, my passions, especially here on my social media platforms, period. If you guys don't know, it's been over a year now that my own boyfriend has passed away. Losing someone, when you break up with them, it's one thing, you'll get over it. But the thing is, we've never really clashed. There was never any negativity. There was always positive and love. One day you see them all happy and lovey-dovey with you and just enjoying you and embracing you. Next thing you know, they're gone. I miss him a lot. And if he was here right now, I just want him to be proud of me. It's very hard still. In a way, I feel some type of guilt about the situation. I know I'm not supposed to feel guilty. I did everything I could do. I know he was feeling very, very sick earlier. I was helping him out. I have connections when it comes to like the medical area, and I called up my doctor, and I texted him like, hey, do you know any cardiologists? We were planning, like that same week, we were planning him to get an appointment, get him situated, because he was having just some like chest issues. I wish I could have done more, because he passed away and I didn't know until like 8 hours later. And when I called 911, when he started collapsing, it's seeing the person you love slowly deteriorate is, I don't know. I just feel guilty in the sense that I wasn't there for him when he left. I'm not supposed to feel guilty, I kept convincing him like, hey, Sean, please have someone there. I wish I was there, your auntie, somebody. I just wish either his family or me was just there in his last moments. He passed away alone, and it makes me feel like, because I wish someone was holding his hand. And he was literally the sweetest person. He was one of the first person I've ever dated that has actually put effort in on parts that I have never expected or asked of him. Being so respectful, so caring. He just made me feel special. And for once, he made me feel valued. And I'm not saying I need a man to value me, and not in that aspect. He showed me how to value myself. I was so blessed and so grateful to support his dream. He wanted to do music, he wanted to rap, he wanted to just create visuals and just have some type of knowledge, and that's why he also moved from Texas to here to LA to just pursue and experience his dream. And I was just grateful and blessed, and he got to meet a lot of people. He got to meet my friend Faith again. And Faith, if you're watching this, thank you so much for even collaborating with him. It means so much to me, and it means so much to him.
124, but at 124 he's still going. So do you want that verse out, and then the rest of them says that comes after?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
So all that gap, can
I could put in a...
Can I hear that before that gap there's that song still, that Blue Light?
Oh, over
Yeah,
here?
it says right before.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the drop going on.
Yeah, that's actually dope, because then you just hop in.
Cool, you may do that right now?
Yeah.
Alright, let me...
No guy has ever really had valued me like the way he valued me, and this was even before he passed. He had that sweet soul. Everybody liked him. And he was the first person in my life that has ever asked me out, which was that moment when he asked me out, I will forever cherish. And something that's very, very strange that I still think about this day is that the same night when he went to go to the hospital, he mentioned what happened. I was like, Christian, what happens if I'm gone? And I'm just like, don't say that, you'll be okay. But in a way, looking back now, I feel like things happen for a reason. And in some weird, mysterious way, like, I feel like he knew. Maybe he was meant to be in my life for a particular reason. And, you know, it happens. I felt alone. The most happiest thing had just been taken away from me. And when the moment that happened, I couldn't believe it. When he passed away, when his sister called me. The thing that I look back on too is that I had a dream about him the same morning he passed away at 6:30 a.m. I remember I saw like blue skies, and there was a bunch of bees and plants. Keyshawn has a certain scent that I know, and I just smelled him. I saw his hands wrap around my arms, but I couldn't see his face. I just saw it from his arm, I believe from here to his hands. I saw him holding me from the waist while I was looking the opposite direction, and I just felt his embracement. And then I woke up and I was very confused why I was dreaming that. And when I was looking up like, oh, what does bees mean, representation of just change in life, and you know, it didn't really like hit me till later on, that was his last goodbye. And one thing I learned about grief is that in all honesty, you will never heal from this situation. But the thing is, you can grow and learn from the situation. His impact in me really changed me and learned so much about myself. And he was the guy that always wasn't ashamed of my femininity or the attention I get, and he just embraced that. He didn't feel ashamed of it. He would encourage me to be dressing in the most fashionable, crazy outfits, and he would draw his brow with half white. We would just encourage ourselves to just be ourselves, because he was never really allowed. He would always walk on eggshells of just not really embracing himself or having the resources to express himself. I remember some of his relatives would like come up to me and tell him like that he was like a completely different person. Like they saw him in a different light that he's never been before, because he was such like a very monotone, very serious person. So when I was with him, he would always just be more open. I remember the day of the funeral, and I saw his like body, and just seeing him for the last time, like it was such like an out of body experience. And in a way, I felt kind of at peace with when he just having his last moments being like dug in the ground. And I'm so grateful for Keyshawn's family, particularly his sister and his auntie. Those are the two women that I just want to really, really thank. I really want to thank you guys for being there for me and just making me feel like I'm being listened and being embraced. At the time I didn't feel like anything. I just felt kind of like the odd man out and marginalized, but you guys really made me feel like I was always a part of him. To this day, Keyshawn really just showed me how to value myself. He made me realize within myself that do whatever the you have to do to be where you have to be. And that's something that I always cherish and value to this day, and that makes me the person I am today and the place where I am at my life at the moment. Thank you so much, Keyshawn. It's just sometimes I just wish you were here with me. I just hope that you're in peace, and I just want to say I'm sorry. It's hard being with you here. It just is. I hope you're up there in heaven or wherever you go. I love you. Forever.
How are you feeling, Christian? gonna make me cry.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Are you like?
Based on repeating your empty consciousness, I'll live with you lonely and bottomless.
Trip in my house, I'ma walk in the court. Smelling my body, the price of my pussy, my energy.